Hi, Full and Glow. Hi, Mitsu. Alright. Think I'm almost ready? Alright. Hi, Val. How are you? Hi, Moon Chat. Merry Christmas. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's Christmas Eve in some places right now. Can we trap her? Wait, Nani? No! Hello, hello, hi. No, don't trap me! It's nice to see everyone! I'm glad you're doing good. Oh no, sheep. You can't trap me anymore. Yeah, so the chibi model you have seen for the debut yesterday will be mostly used in collabs. I might switch in between this and the chibi model. Just depending on how I feel. The jar won't work. No jar. Now you're giving me ideas. No. All right. Let's see. I believe we're on day 2 of this trial. I actually forgot to put up the guide in case I get stuck. Let me get that real quick. Let's see. It's turnabout corner, and I believe it's the ladder trial. Alright. We're good! Still 6 hours here in Germany. We celebrate on the 24th, so which is... Oh! So you celebrate Christmas on the 24th! So it is Christmas Eve for you. June 16th, 11:17 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Trucy? Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Wait, who is this? Good show, good show. Oh, it is Trucy. Trucy! You're okay. I thought... Don't cry, Apollo! Yeah, there's good-for-nothing gangsters. Oh my gosh, Apollo's so cute. He actually cried. There are some things you just can't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, calm down, Apollo. Or else... What is that? Ugh, what the heck is that? Surprised? This is my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am big hit. Ha! Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you... Trucy? There are things you just don't do! I'm pressing charges! Apollo! Now is not the time to be threatening me! It's you who've been threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said to Waki's father yesterday? You promised you would save his son. But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I could use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more stage abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when a witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. All the times there was a contradiction? It's been a while since I saw the last chapter, so I'll just say I remember even though I don't. Well, I think I remember them, sure. There were 2 times when he made statements that he wasn't confident in, and each time there was a contradiction. Oh, this guy, yeah. In his hand, he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. He said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does it help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Oh, did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense, and he fiddled with the corner of his page of his book. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating, officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything, and I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker after all. That's borderline cheating! Just being able to read the opponent, I don't think it's cheating. It's like Old Maid when you try to put a poker face when they're pulling the Old Maid from your hand. Or like trying to make a upset face that they're trying to pull the Old Maid from you just to make it feel like that they're not pulling the Old Maid. Or like a confident face when they're pulling something that's not the Old Maid. It's like you kind of like play around with your faces or like your expressions and stuff. A little, not forced, but like you'll be able to tell when their demeanor changes, when something goes their way or not. And sometimes people can display it in the opposite setting just to fool people. It's another person doing it for you. No, I think Phoenix does it. It's just that Trucy's picking up on it. Daddy's quite good at poker after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Watch a testimony? Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm gonna lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said that you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I don't think I could give any... I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. What was that thing she said before this trial started? Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said he'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Hi, Critical, how are you? Yes, justice. I'm doing good. Let's do it. Apollo! You know, I'm starting to think I could do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover Mr. Hat as best as you can. I just flew in on the coast and boy, my arms are tired. Right. Yes, justice. June 16th, 11:40 a.m. District Courtroom number 4. Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. I'd like to say that the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it is an out-of-court settlement, right? Perhaps Fräulein would like us to believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. How did she hide that in that? She basically said, it's magic. Objection, Your Honor. Badgering. What do you mean badgering? Oh god, not this. Not this judge again. Yeah, I don't know if it's still the same judge from Phoenix Wright or he's just another judge that looks just like him, like Nurse Joy. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right? I think he's onto me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. But because I forgot to ask something. Apollo's hair is aerodynamic. It sure is. The faster to say objection. Oh god, please, Mooey. What do you mean? What do you mean, please, Mooey? What do you mean? Do not say the judge duplicates like Nurse Joy. It could. His style, he styles it for speed thinking. Wait, I'm lost a little bit. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. Alright. Parthenogenesis judges. Listen, the faster the hair, the faster the objection. Exactly! From shot to call, I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived on the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. I saw where he fiddled. Not sure I am qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo! Find his weak spot. Focus. If only were that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? It's sight! But what is this? He has a magical bracelet. Homegirl in the graduation costume. I'm sorry, but first, that ain't your shade, and please work on those eyelashes. Oh. What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. Where did you get that bracelet? I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. This doesn't feel like a Phoenix Wright game. The fact that we have a magical bracelet. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Is this character in his Mog face? I don't know what Mog means. Has in the... Oh no! From shot to call. Alright, let's go straight to pressing on... Do I use the bracelet? Let me see. It's E, right? Where's my bracelet? Maybe it's pressing. Let me press back. Alright, we just want to go ahead and get to the part where he's fiddling with his book here. Yeah. So let's press. So you called immediately after witnessing the murder. The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo, this has to be it! Wait, you mean his habit? Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. The only time he hasn't had his book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. Know what? It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? Bro is about to point out the sharpness of his jawline? Oh, that's what you mean! I'm not sure if I get the focus stuff you were talking about. I'm not sure if I get the focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet with the R as it reacts to the testimony. Okay, R? What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. He's in love. I'm kidding. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing? In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witnesses does. That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure, when he says something that he's not sure of, he fiddles with the page of his book. You've got it! Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I bet they are. First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand? You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. She's right. I can only see his face like this. Try to change my viewpoint. Perfect! Now you're really ready! Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive? Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit. Right. You mean when he fiddles with the page? That's right! That's your signal to look closer and perceive them with R. Find the weak spot and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter. Objection, Your Honor. My eyes are up here. I'm a magician, thank you very much. So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. Don't worry, if you miss it, you could always try again. Right, look out for nervous twitch. Here comes justice. Ergo. I used my cell phone. Oh, I used my cell phone as a part to call the police. Here again. So he twitched. Ergo, I use confirm. Gotcha! I used my cell phone. Maybe he called someone else. Wait, maybe someone else used their phone to call the police. Trust the heart of the clues, Yuki. I mean, Apollo. I saw it just now. I can see it. But Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging of desks is quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you one simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? Why did you expose him for this? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. What are you talking about? I'm curious about the cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask? Ask to see his phone? Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Why? Whatever for? Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it. Hi, Bud. How are you? Happy holidays and congrats on the 1K rock-on. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bud. Yo, those are bad habits. In no way in my court, young man. Objection, Your Honor. The phone is not part of the submitted evidence. Well, it can be if we push it hard enough. Hello, Bullborb. Thank you for the lurk. Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone? Yeah! Well, where did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday. Oh! Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand in this very moment? Wait a moment. What is the meaning of this? This cell phone was found yesterday in the Merictus Clinic garage. The Merictus? Why, that's where the victim lived. Yeah, that's impossible. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? Yuck! Your Honor, I can't open my cell phone. It is where I keep my study material. Oh, Mui, side note, since you love Ace Attorney games, have you thought about Streamer Court? What is Streamer Court? Is that what do you call it, an affiliate with Ace Attorney? It's true. I didn't have my cell phone right now. Actually, maybe it might be something else. I don't know what Streamer Court is. That is why it could be said that I called the police from a public payphone. No, it's a game on Steam with Trilogy. Oh, that sounds so cool! What? Actually, I would be so down for that. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. Streamer's Court is an interactive game that can be played with your Twitch chat. In this game, you as a streamer will judge your viewers the game assigns for the crimes, get their defenses via chat, decide whether they are guilty or not guilty, learn the decision of your viewers from Steam. I need to get that. That sounds so cool. So all I am is gonna just be a judge and stuff. Oh my gosh, I'll have to make a beard asset. That would be so funny. That would be so good! Oh my gosh! That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone? So you didn't call your cell phone after all? Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startling high degree of accuracy, it was right around here. That's quite a ways away from the park. But why did you lie? There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because if it was found in the victim's garage... What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, you broke into Mercantis Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. It's very cheap too. Yeah, I will have to... I want to play it really soon, actually. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Mercatus, I was killed last night. Well, Dr. Mercatus was killed last night. Well, yes, but no. This is line of reasoning. It has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, If that cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder, does it raise considerable suspicions to the connection with the crime? Now's your chance, Apollo! Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh my gosh, we're framing him for murder. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Let's see. Of course I have evidence. Oh, I like your swagger, her forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves that the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... would it be this? Yeah, I would think it would be this, right? Why are these bloomers, like, stolen, though? Oh! I just realized what those bloomers were used for! It was used for the gun! Look at this. This gun says, weapon left at the crime scene, 2 rounds were fired, fingerprints were wiped. They used these bloomers to wipe off the gun. Probably one to like hold the gun and the other one to... So they were using it as gloves. What? Where is the other attorney? You mean Phoenix? Phoenix doesn't do attorney anymore. He doesn't defend. He's now like a pianist. No, the opposing attorney was that guy with the blonde hair, with tan skin. Let's say... He's been hella silent. He's just been egging on, but he does not say much. Okay, so... Oh, sorry. Proof that it was done at the scene of the crime. Let me see. Was there any proof? I just realized. It shows the time, doesn't it? Look at this cute little watch strap. I want one. It's kind of odd, though. What is? I mean, if you wanted to know the time, you could just look at the phone itself. Hey, you're right! Sharp Apollo! Thanks. Finally, some respect. So, what does it tell you? Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think through for details, for one. They did drop their phone after all. I kind of figured they were already spacey already. Oh, good point. Ah, so isn't it the time that it was dropped or something? Okay, I'm just gonna show the phone. Oops. Let's present this. Well, Prosecutor Garvin. No comment, or Judge. No dice, Mr. Justice. Penalty! Apollo, remember where we found the cell phone? Alright, it was the car. Let me go to options and save real quick. Back. So, my guess is that he frantically left the garage, which is why the rear view mirror got broken off. Pianist? I bet he hates the rain. That's right. The cell phone would have been crushed. Your Honor, one more chance, please. Mr. Justice, keep this up and you'll run yourself out of life worth of chances. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... Is this? That's a side view mirror. As it so happens, Mr. Mercatus' car was in an accident. That took place the night of the murder. An accident? An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside of People Park, our murder scene. Mr. Mercatus' car hit Mr. Mercatus's car hit a pedestrian. But what are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident. Which means it was parked there right after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone has been dropped before the car has parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in the garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Yuck! Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into that victim's garage that night. This is the most unexpected. Mr. Justice, are you naming the witness of the suspect as a suspect in the murder of Pal Mercatus? No! Stop! This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something! I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Mercatus. That is, other than this. Are you framing your own witness? I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Stickler's truth. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Ah, yes, well, you can see the model a cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it, alongside the road, you know. Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. How about we try to run a car over it to test that theory out? Oh no, Haku, why? That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. We're gonna press everything. So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place. Eh? Well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domesticated detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? Looking very jolly with the new nose. No! I don't want to be wrote off this year. No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out these free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure its store clerks would disagree. Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion? In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content, and this was on my way back home, yes. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. Oh wait, let me press this. That's when you passed in front of Mercatus Clinic? Oh, why is he suddenly so composed? Why, yes, that's correct. That's pretty suspicious. Pause there. Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. Of course. The supermarket is here along the main road. My way home from there takes me past the Mercatus Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet woe was I walked on, unaware of my loss. But you have to drop it underneath the car, though. And walked right into that fateful park. And when I walked through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him! Alright, let me see. This part of the testimony is the key. I know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? He knows who the killer is. Well, he knows who to assume. The victim was Mericatus. I don't know if he knows that. And the noodle stand. Let's talk about the victim. You could see the victim quite clearly, too. Oh, clear as clear can be, I assure you. I see, so, how'd he look? How? What do you mean, how? Be specific. I mean, in general. The defense will refrain from straining to come up with questions. Find the question that lies in your heart and ask that. Yes, Your Honor. Great! A judge who moonlights as a self-help guru. Alright, I have to press this again. I'm getting somewhere on this. Alright, let's try the noodle stand. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. No, it was just no. It did not even say noodle. For remembering something quite well, it sure took a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us what a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice, what about that sign? Could it be important? Yes, very important. So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle. It appears the defense had just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? No, it's not. I'll have to go sample the wares of these days. I think it's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodle stands that sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. I even remember the sign the victim was pulling. It said noodle. Alright, let's prove him wrong. It's this one? Where's the... Do we have the noodle? Here it is. And... Objection! And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle. Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At least you have a good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. It read, without a doubt, noodle. I see. What? What are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although, it wouldn't it have been a bit hard to read the sign from that spot? You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand and carefully read what the sign says. Oh, it says Aldoon. Oh, it's noodle backwards! See? The sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Aldoon's. Inconceivable! I'm certain it definitely said noodle for sure, positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changed. Oh, he saw a reflection! Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense because the writing isn't backwards. Like, it's written reversed, but it's not like the E's are not like backwards. Eldoon. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said noodle. I don't think he saw it right, but I could see what he... Wait. No. Let me look at the guide, because there's absolutely no way he saw this right. There's absolutely no way. He saw it right. How? How did he see it right? There's no way. Not even a reflection can make it say noodle. What would you say if I told you that there was one spot where the sign would read that way for what Mr. Stickler claims? What? Mr. Justice, show us this spot. The witness actually viewed... Oh, did he see it here? Alright, present it here. Any thoughts, Prosecutor Galvin? What? It's my turn to chastise the upstart, is it? Forehead, recall what you just told the court. The sign stand reads Eldoon's, yeah? So why would the witness standing where you have indicated change anything? I picked the wrong place? Your honesty becomes you, Mr. Justice. However, your mistake does not. Okay, I will have to save again. Or was that? Sorry, Your Honor. Do I get another chance? Tell us once again, where was the witness standing? Alright, so it would have to be in here, right? He would have to... Though it pains me to point out the obvious, I see you leave me with no choice. It was the victim, Dr. Mercatus, who was pulling the stand, Ja. Ja. Hi, yo, I'm probably late to this, but congrats on hitting with the Hudson. Thank you, Mom Splendor. Thank you so much. Dang, Mui, you just realized that it says Eldoon's Noodles? Yeah, I did. Mr. Justice, hopefully this penalty won't oh, god dang it. Let me see. Let me go to options, load. And let's... Wait, did I accidentally go too far back? This doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right. Load. Where is it? Is it this one? Where was the witness standing? Was he standing here? Sorry. Ah! Alright. Any thoughts, Prosecutor Galvin? What, it's my turn to chastise the upstart, is it? Are you serious? Am I wrong again? What? Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at a guide. I have no idea where he would be. Alright, let me look at the guide right now. Oh, he was at the top. But that doesn't make sense. It would still say Eldoon's here. The witness was standing here, on the opposite side. It was reflect somehow? But you can't reflect it with a mirror. How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads Eldunes as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. Oh, that side says Newt. Oh, exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and the back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. Yeah, you got me. I didn't even know there was two different signs. I thought there was only one. So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you'll end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo! Trucy? Remember his testimony from before. Though to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Hi, Tulip! Oh, wait, what's this gonna lead to? The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then, the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point, the victim turns his head to look. And the killer fires his pistol. Ah, so my guess is that they were in different spots. So Mercatus was probably standing on the other side, and what is it? Oh, wait a minute. No, this is correct. This is still correct. Where their positions were. With Mercatus pulling the cart and the defendant was on the other side. But since Stickler is on the other side, he could be the one who fired the shot with the gun. No contradictions, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely, if Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks at his direction, it would hit the other side of his temple. The bullet would have hit his left temple. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So, now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location makes an entirely different meaning. Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fräulein. But what meaning? The entry point was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North? Ah! But that's the witness! Wesley Stickler was standing. Correct. If he was standing to the north, then the only person here would have shot the victim is in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Yeah! Order! 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 Wow, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Clarify one point for me if you would, her forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please. Looks aside, I'm a really nice guy. Oh, my friends say so. That's... Nice guys finish last. Let's hear what the defense have to say. What are we gonna do now, Justice? If the eyeliner says anything, he's hella guilty. I don't know if he's actually the killer or not. Let me see. Accused of another crime. Okay, okay. So he is not the one who killed him. I was thinking he wasn't, because he doesn't seem like the type who would. Excuse me. You lie, perjury! I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why. Now! The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Tisk, tisk, tisker, forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate or Stickler's silence. Who is Apolloing they justice? Oh, we are Apolloing. Let's go. Hi, welcome, I think it's Che Lear? Welcome, welcome! Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to the witness's involvement to a crime. It would have to be the panties. Would it be? Hopefully. His face. Oh yeah, I should have saved. Something tells me this is one of those isn't one of those good silences. Something else to say, Mr. Justice? Oh, one more chance, please? By all means. But your effort wasn't wasted. Look, a brand new penalty. Ah! Okay. Let me see. I'm going to fast forward. I'm gonna go back to so I don't make this mistake again. Where is it? What button was it? It's G. Man, I'm going back all the way here. I'm gonna speed through this. Alright, so he was up here? Alright. Oh my gosh. Can I actually skip this? Oh yes, I can. Let's go! Yeah, I made a mistake. Objection! Yeah, I can't risk these penalties because they all carry over to the next trial after this one too. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so long. Can I actually skip this? Oh my gosh. It's really long. Nose! Gun! Oh man, this is actually way slower than Phoenix Wright Trilogy's fast forward system. Oh, it's automatic. It's not. It's good music though. I really like it. Is there a way to fast forward this faster? Alright, as soon as it asks me of what I'm accusing him of, then I will save. Objection! Clavier. Alright, let's see. Accused of another crime. Alright, and we will save here. Options... Save? Alright, let's fast forward until it asks me to present. You seem unusually quiet. Tell us why. Now! Expose! Meow! He doesn't believe confession is in his dictionary. Wait, why is it so slow? I'm pressing the speed up button. Oh my gosh, it's not speeding up. Alright, so let me save here too. Alright, your evidence? Show us evidence. Alright, what is his evidence that his involvement with the crime? I don't know. Let me see the guide. Present Trucy's panties. Oh, so I was on the right track. I just showed the wrong panties. Here. The evidence is this. What is that? Women's underwear. Hey, those are mine. The silence. Why are you saying anything? Don't look at me like that! Order! 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 Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock, it's not what it seems. By Pythagoras. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than Mercatus' clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be the murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the 1st degree. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like. Order, order, order! He's a panty thief! The lowest of the low. Looking like he's a dignified man when he's actually a panty thief. Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. Oh my goodness. So, are we going to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft on girls' undergarments? Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was originally written with IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see? Your point? I'm not done. Now I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach, if not curiosity? Yes, we of IVU, science department, are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting. And what greater challenge? Alright, let me see what he says. What greater challenge is science than a mystery? Come on, you're not talking about girls' panties here. No, you do not understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. Question, how do they all know which underwear belongs to who? Do they have name tags? Do you steal them for their special drawer? So the reason why we were able to recognize Trucy's is hers are magic underwear. Basically, you could stuff a bunch of stuff in it, and it's like, basically it's used for magic tricks. This other woman was complaining that her underwear was stolen too, and we're just assuming that's her underwear. So we could show, yeah, this one. Prop for performing magic, so that's why we know this is Trucy's underwear. This one is Yeah, it just says distinct bloomers to say the least, but we think it belongs to this woman. Plum Kitaki. Her underwear was stolen too. So I'm just assuming it's hers. It doesn't even say it is, but Trucy recognized hers and go like, it's my magic underwear! And she showed it off that it was able to, I think she showed it off that it was able to do magic tricks. But that's how we know it's hers. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. From the moment I laid eyes on them, I compelled to investigate for science. A full-size car tire was the only first mystery those panties revealed. Tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties, out of Trucy's underwear. But that's not all. First, there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, now I remember. He's one of the regulars in the audience in the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken? Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object of serious study. I wonder. There was a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping, it would be a pair that would elucidate a mystery. Even that night she chased me through the streets, I wept of tears of joy. Perhaps this night I'll seize the truth of what lies within the panties. What was I? For once again the lacy-hearted pattern slipped through the truth of my fingers. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. You refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but in fact it was in the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, Sir Forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you just not say, do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then? Did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near Mr. Stickler was standing, wasn't there there's a trash can, right? That's probably why he was there. Alright, let me have a drink of water real quick. When did the toaster become a clavier? So piano? So is clavier piano in French? So yeah, since we're in the new game, Goddard is not here anymore. He's no longer prosecuting. But basically Goddard only prosecuted so he could go up against Phoenix. He does not care about anyone else. But this guy, Clavier, is the brother of the person who taught Apollo how to defend. He was his teacher. So his teacher ended up going to prison. So his brother is now prosecuting, but his brother has no ill feelings towards Apollo. He's just there. He's just a chill guy. Piano in German is clavier. That makes sense why he says so many French words. I think that's not even his real name. I think that's just more of like a stage name, because they said that he's also a singer, I believe. He's like a star. Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence that... Sorry. Do you have any evidence to why the witness lied about his location? It was about the trash can, right? Easy. Why did he lie about his location? Oh, I can't really check anything. Doesn't even show about the trash can. Okay, I'm gonna have to look. Why did he lie? Okay, so we just present normal bloomers then. This time we show these bloomers. The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket or forehead? These are the last, honest. These were found in a trash can in the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't! Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist! I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe! I can't even unravel a pair of panties! So, these panties are your handiwork as well? Ah, I see! Means Mr. and Fräulein means Miss. I love how the word Fräulein, it's so pretty. So these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I had been chased, hounded into Mercatus' clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went toward the south entrance. When I saw them hanging from the clothesline by the giant mansion. A giant pair of panties! Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them, safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Mr. Mercatus? It's very typical. Oh, this is German, not French. Very typical for the German language. We can be rude and darn cute. Yeah! I reported from what I have seen, but I waited for the police to arrive. I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers? Yes. It was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one had to be born. A fascinating if disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close, and I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Galvin? Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Walkie-Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Walkie-Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant, Walkie-Kitaki, is still the prime suspect of the crime. Hello, Hikari, how are you? I will hydrate and stretch. Alright. The only suspect, in fact, assuming that there was no one else at the scene of the crime. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. This court requests further investigation from both the defense and the prosecution. Ja, baby! No problem. Very well. This brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Hi, Dark! How are you? To be continued. Alright, so we'll be able to finish this trial. Alright, let's do this one. Ja means yes. Yeah! But ja is actually said as ya. Oh, it's actually pronounced ya. Write anything agency. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Walkie made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with a real case. It was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Hiya, folks. I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Mr. Tila. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Walkie will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. German is billed differently. Yeah, there's a lot of letters that it's really hard to read. What are you saying about me, eh? What do you mean? Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. God, what a way to put pressure on a guy. Please, let me know if there's anything I could do to help. Let's talk. Marriage. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Walkie with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you will be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Walkie first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Talia doesn't seem like any type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Oh, an office romance. Oh, it was probably at a restaurant? She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? The Kitakis. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if that explains the apron. I can't imagine Walkie going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. Shova is douchefra. Today I learned smuggers. No, douchter, man, a German man. I don't know. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. Douchefra means German woman. Ah, I see. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would want to put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kitaki's family has been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put it. But Walkie says it's not about the money. They have a gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They even got their ever so classic, what about the family business thing going? Usually it's the father worried about the tradition. Walkie's operation. Can I ask you a question about Walkie? So I guess that's why Walkie's so mild-mannered, even though he's trying so hard to be gangster. His father raised him to be a good boy. That's so cute. His father was definitely hard-boiled, but Walkie's so precious. Can I ask you a question about Walkie? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Mr. Mericatus. Apparently, yes. I was at the clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I go in. Get another doc to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Walkie was always fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Govan was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No! That can't be right! I'm sure he was trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake, but it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the merc at its clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Walkie's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right! Leave it to me! Paulo, I think you're making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright. I believe in you. Aww. Alright, let's see the clinic. So Frau would be woman and Fräulein would be more towards a girl. I think Fräulein is like Miss. And would be like Mr. and stuff. Just like how Mr. and Miss are different than man and woman. Oh, there's nobody here. Let's see. Where do we go? Let me check real quick. Oh my gosh, music stopped? Why is that? Eat. Oh my gosh, why can't I sneeze? It's just building up. It does not feel good. Tis, where is the KR? I mean the intended recipients. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Detention Center. June 16th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll have to come back later. Excuse me. Yes? Excuse me. The other suspect is all through the questioning, sir. The other... You mean the panty snatcher? Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too. Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. Finally, Tascado. Oh my goodness. He is a valuable witness. Oh god, my throat. It is tickling my throat. He is a bit precious, so I'll give him that. Please, keep this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. He's still dressed the same. I need to finish this paper. It's you! Mr. Stickler, we would like to have a few words with you. Excuse me. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing will make me happier, believe me. Oh god, Power World has the next update up. I don't have enough time in my life for this. No! No! Pity Snatcher. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel like I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it's been my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. I wanted to know the trick of... You wanted to know the trick of my panties, right? You're here too? Oh, great, Trucy! Teach me! I must know the secret of your panties! My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice. Apollo, help! I don't know. I think you'd make a great lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo! Will you witness? Could you relate to what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park last night of this, I'm very certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And that is all true? Really? My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I have possibly to lie? I can't think of anything he wanted more to hide more than the panty snatching, true. It sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. Is there anything else that I could probably ask you? Nope. Okay, we're gonna go to the Kitaki Mansion. June 16th, Kentucky Mansion. Yipes! She's back! Hey, you two! Over here! Us? Yo, Little Plum! What's up? I think all these gangster-esses is a negative influence to Trucy. I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I'm just doing... But man speaks clearly and takes credit when it's due. Oh. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes! Sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about the bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie? Clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I'm kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. He's really everything you would expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. Though life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that! He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard about that story from Walkie. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't shot anyone. He doesn't have the strength to shoot anymore. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know I'm his mom. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this all gets taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion? We kind of figured given that the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue trumpeting all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. I'm off for a few moments. Dinner's ready. Have a good dinner, Shova. She doesn't seem concerned at the least. Alita Tiela. Huh. Yeah, Walkie's fiancé. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over recently. You don't look too happy about that, Little Plum. How would you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. Said he wanted to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know. Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see the darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people. A nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Walkie seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more up and up. Walkie isn't too enthusiastic about the change, is true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. We'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. I see. So maybe something that has to do with the government? Pan right and examine the trash. Alright. No, this old lady is still at it. Looks like the old lady's at it again. Look, I told you yesterday the park's off limits. And I told you yesterday that this is how I go home. Okay, you want me to go around? How about giving me $5 like yesterday? The con artist strikes again. This trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom. There were shoes. Look at the paint on these. That means they must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected? Let's pick them up. Slippers added to the court record. Slippers for patients at Emeritus Clinic was found in front of Kentucky Mansion. Let's see. It would be this. Let's take a look at these. Oh! What's this? I wonder, could this be a print? Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print! Good call, Apollo. I bet we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. Okay. Let's blow on it. There we go. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe? Do we even have anything that has people's toe prints? Wow, I feel like the case is solved already! What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait. The detective can give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her. Get some expert advice. I guess so. I'm not sure if she really qualifies as an expert. I'm guessing the expert is a scientist girl. So where do we go next? We go to El Dune's house? Let's see. Let me shrink this down so I can still see chat pretty well. Alright. Z? El Dune's house? June 16th, El Dune's house. Hey, it's Mr. Eldune! Oh, Mr. Eldune! What's wrong? So, you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. Oh! But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back! That's why I'm here. I got no other place to go. Ah, I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. He? Even in death? You mean the victim, Mr. Emeritus? I tell ya, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Remind me to never eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. The stand. For generations, it's served up to be the best noodles us Eldoons could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand. It's history, I tell ya. Watch what you say or it might come true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand, passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on using it. That's right. You said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trucy doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. I love Trucy. She's a tear girl? Wait, what does that mean? But I love Trucy too. I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldoon? I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Bah, let old noodles lie, that's what I say. I'm starting to get the idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and Mercatus Clinic? Eh? I couldn't help but sense enmity there. S tier. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, I didn't even see the S. I thought it was an A. Oh my goodness. My eyesight. Enmity. I hate him. Or hated him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Alright, I will hydrate. Thank you, Hikari. And a good old stretch. What I basically meant is that Trucy is great. Yeah, she is! Excuse me? He's the only doctor in the clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob. You mean the Kataki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Mercatus saw that as a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kataki family a good deal. A deal? Every 5th operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops! 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but it got him to be in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark. Up to my neck in soupy noodles. To think I figured out Mr. Eldoon's formal occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldoon, or should I say Miss Dr. Eldoon? Ooh. I was like wondering, was he a doctor? He was. Figured it out, did ya? That's right. I was a doctor, a surgeon until the year before last. So, Mr. Mercatus was your rival? You like those onions where they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. You take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. I hate them. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of my good tasting spoonful. Well, that's how he was. An onion. Onion boy, that's what I call him. So, you weren't exactly friends. Ha! Me and pal Mercatus? Ever since preschool, we were getting at each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me, just to blow the past without so much of a howdy. I see. That's right. I was a surgeon before he was, you know? Then that no-good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that! Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal, didn't mean to weigh you down with these old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By the way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Mercatus, aren't you? Yes? Well, you want to know about a doctor, you just ask a doctor, that's all I'm saying. You think of me if you need something, Trucy doll. Right! Thank you, Mr. Aldoon! I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Alright, let's see. We're pretty much there. Alright, so we go back to the detention center. Hi! Oh wait, I think... Did I say hi to you already, Genie? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, it is! Hi, Genie! How are you? Let's go to the clinic. Alright, let's see. Can I actually go in here? Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me? Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same uniform that the guy out there by there was wearing. Oh wait, oh my gosh. Why am I not able to read? My eyes are playing tricks on me. That's the same officer that was standing out of the park yesterday. I'll be right back. Let me wake myself up. Guys, the door is open. The door is open. It's definitely not the circulation. I don't know. The whole time I was thinking like maybe it's the door. I think it's psychological. Oh my gosh. I think either that or me reading a lot kind of makes like What is it? You know, like when you talk a lot, it's like people go, breathe, girl, breathe. That's probably what was happening too. I actually almost passed out there. So I got stuff, like I got some bread to wake myself up. Sounds like you need regular breaks. Yeah, I do. Oops, I forgot to take off the BRB. That's a shame. I don't like it that I have to take breaks. Make me take a walk. Yeah, like sometimes I have to have these moments where I just stop talking so I could just recollect myself a little bit. But I noticed also, whenever I do art streams, you know like how I talk a lot on there? But I don't get this feeling of like the lightheadedness like I do for reading. And a lot of people say like, oh yeah, Phoenix Wright has a lot of reading. And it's not my throat that gives out, it's my head. That's kind of crazy. Thank you, Hikari. They've been really helping. Yeah, this whole time I thought it was because... But you know... Yeah, it was definitely because of me talking way too much. Like when I'm reading these, I am definitely like trying to do voice control and stuff. But I don't get it very much with the Trails games. That's why I'm able to sometimes stream for like 4 hours. Because like there's a lot of breaks in between that I'm not reading it straight through. It's not like a visual novel. It's like some scenes will have reading. But yeah. I think this is a sign that I might have to have a collab with somebody to read this with me so that I could have breaks in between reading this. This is a sign. Probably because you're thinking harder when you play Phoenix Wright games. Probably. Like, I'm trying to say what's said on here. The fact that I was thinking that it says wearing something? I don't know what I just said. I was like, wait, what? It doesn't even say that at all. A whole other sentence comes up. Alright. That's the same officer that was standing by the park yesterday. Your business is over to the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits if not it's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park or beat it. No harm in asking, no gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Alright, let's see. Alright, so let's go over to detention center. So we're gonna go to the Write Anything agency. Go to detention center. Is Walkie back? I'm hoping to meet with my client. Walkie-talkie just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great! Finally! Yo, sup, my little imposter? Eee! What did you just call me? Dazam! Is that you? Sorry, G, I thought you were Lita. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a clink clink thing. Wait, what the heck? A clink thing? You won't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like poster girl, alright? If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Cause she's too much more than that, G. She's like an angel. A fallen angel. Wait, why a fallen angel? So, what can I do you for? Because his mother was saying that she's suspicious of her. And people were like thinking like, why does she want to get involved with the mob? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your, heart condition maybe? That was the wackiest thing of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and that. Better to die young than fade away. Bzoy! A relief to hear. Eh? What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man's trying to fight what's valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, go get a Lita for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. Your fiance. So I hear you're going to be married next month. Straight up, we poured the nuptial 40 out of the stoop. Alita, oh, Snapple Cakes. She's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tila, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you. I best hold my tongue, you feel me? Why did you have to say that? Trucy! What? Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You feel me? And my Alita, she's down with me all that way. So both of them are mum about their past. Man, the fact that tomorrow's been declared a day off for all public workers for doing wonders for me, I'm going to rest up a storm. Let's go. I hope you have plenty of rest. Do you think you could tell me what happened with you and Pal Merictus? There's something you should know. We Kitakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivel's family. So about 6 months back, I go to Rival's turf, packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Coldest thing I've ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family, you know that? So you were taken to Merictus clinic then? You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss son die, you know? I'd hate to have been in the doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitaki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed? And it's still threatening his life? That doctor, he did it on purpose. Maybe it was because if he removed it, it would have killed him instantly. Someone sent me a DM on Discord. How much you want to bet it's an artist? Oh no, don't tell me somebody in my server was a bot. I'm checking. Yeah, if you see bots, let me know. My DMs are open, so make sure you tell me if you ever see a bot on Discord so I can ban them. Not in the server, no worries. Okay, thank goodness. That doctor, he did it on purpose. The rivals paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. Life in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, but I'm not up to G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over and he just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better to live fast and die young for shizzle. Wait till I run the yard, then everyone will know what time it is. That's right, OG time of all the time. Represent! Apollo, why does he keep talking about the old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. Like, the original days. Is that everything? Present the knife or the pistol. Okay, let's present whatever I see first. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says... Excuse me. The killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was... I guess it was me. I was there after all. You good? Oh wait, did I accidentally blow my nose in the mic? Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Yes, we're finished. Yo, Walkie! No, we can just see it! Ah! I should try to move my head off the screen so you can't see. Do you think you could tell us exactly what happened last night? Huh. You don't beat around the bush, do you? It's free content. No, it's not free content. I like your style, shorty. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask for you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? Hi, Striker, thank you! It's nice to see you! Oh, did you see the new model? Striker. Let me see if I could show it if you haven't seen it. I'll probably do it for the rest of the stream then. Let me grab it real quick. Alright, let's see. You have it? Here it is! Hi! Look at this! It's so cute, isn't it? Really special deluxe model. Heck yeah, it is. It's so cute. I wanna people wanna put me in the jar. Nani, why? But yeah, I love this model. It's so cute. No! You're so gremlin. Oh my gosh, if you think this is gremlin, you should see my feet. Let me see real quick. Look at these feet! Ay-ya! This model moves so much, it's crazy. Wow, these feet! Guess she's still small. What? Get the mason. No mason jar. But yeah, it's like, no, stop. No, not the jar. Go. It's so cute, nice. Thank you. I knocked her down so fast. No. Decorate the... No. What do you mean decorate the jar with flowers? What else do you put in the jar? I mean, at least it's wholesome. Turn her into a Christmas ornament. I don't know. Eh? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet in my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, he was dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him into that? Like, you know, in the movies. If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am, and that's saying something. But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? Or the way I see it, there wasn't anyone else there that night. But then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow, you can't really tell when I'm drinking water. You can only see me going, But like, yeah. It's because there's only one mouth deformation for this model. So it doesn't have a lot of... Like, if I do... Maybe so. Then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? Alright, what else could we do? I guess that's it. Let's go to the Gataki Mansion. How much more of this do we have? Ooh, it's long. Okay. Since there is a lot left, let me just... Can I go back? He's probably gone, right? Yeah, he's still here. Alright, I think this will be a good place to stop. Because, yeah, I think I reached my limit of how much I could speak. Hi, Jimmy! Hi! Hello, Shova! No more resting sad face now that you normally have. That's so true. Now I have always happy face. I should try to also see if I could get a toggle for my model to always have resting happy face. But the only thing is that it won't have very unique mouth movements. Oh, your chibi is so cute. I'm glad that you managed to finish at least that. Actually, I did not draw this. This is made by, what's her name? It's like Chisaki, I believe, who drew and rigged this model. Was not expecting it at all. But yeah, they were really, really fast, very good with communication. And I'm very, very happy how it came out. I want one. Yes, let me see. I did put the link of it in my About Me, in my assets. It should be labeled as 2.0 Scuffed Chibi model. And I believe their services are pinned on their Twitter, which I haven't linked to their Twitter. Yeah, go ahead, check it out. They're $130. Yeah! Mine was a little bit more because it was a lot more detailed. But if you have a simple design, you could get it for $130. And they are very, very quick. I think it took them like 2 weeks. Alright. This is a good place to stop. Let me save real quick. How much was yours? I don't remember. I think it was like 190, 180 probably. Alright. Alright. Turbo speed. Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Turbo speed. Under 200 for that model is amazing. It is. I would think this would be 500, honestly, with the quality of this model. Despite it being like a scuffed chibi and stuff, it's so good quality. It's super cute, very good quality. And the cool thing about this model, let me see if I can switch screens real quick. Yeah, the cool thing about this model is that it's able to combine facial expressions. So here's some of them. So you can see I have the happy, I have the surprised, and then I also have the star eyes. But the cool thing is, since these two have the same kind of mouth as the default, this mouth is able to be put into the other expressions like ah and whoa. So I really like that. It's really, really cool. The dress is so good. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm very impressed that they were able to fit in all that detail. I was like thinking like, oh, it's probably gonna be more simplified. I didn't think that they would be able to include all this detail in here. Really high quality. It is very, very high quality. It doesn't have the tail. It's okay though. I did see the tail in the work in progress, but I think I don't know how the tail would work because of like it would be wagging probably, and I think this looks better. Yeah, I do really, really like it. All right. So, I will see you guys. Have a wonderful day. I will see you on Wednesday's Christmas. Alright, guys. So, Wednesday, I'm not going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming on Friday. So, I will see you Friday, guys. Have a wonderful Christmas and Christmas Eve, everyone. Bye-bye. Gonna go raid Hime, Himari. Let's go. Bye bye.